right, I'm here with Jeff Curry. We're in the Jaguar booth. Jeff, you are the brand vice president?
That's right, brand VP for Jaguar.
Okay, and we have, this is the car that I've really been waiting for. This is the F-Type Coupe. This thing is amazing, and unfortunately, we couldn't get cameras or anything to the event last night, but the launch for this was the coolest launch party. Like, they basically just drove this car like right through the audience, and it was split. It was amazing.
It was the world's fastest car reveal.
And I assume this is going to be much like the Roadster, where you have your 3 engine options.
Correct.
Let's run through those again. You have two supercharged 6-cylinders.
2 supercharged 6, starting at about 340 horsepower. We have a 380 horsepower version in the middle. And with the Coupe, we're actually extending the range a little bit and then introducing the 550 horsepower R model.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what that feels like on the road.
No, I can't actually. Why don't you send one of these cars over and then we'll drive it and
check
then
it out. You
we'll
absolutely need to check it out. Yeah, it's the 0 to 60 time is conservatively rated at 4 seconds.
I know, but like every car in your lineup that has an R behind it, you all say 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. The XJR, which is the biggest car you have, is 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Wow. It has the same amount of horsepower and it's twice the size of this car.
Yeah, we're a little conservative, so I think you'll be able to go faster than that.
This car is gonna haul ass. We know that for sure.
Definitely.
Now the Roadster is what, it's like $495?
$495 for the V8S, which is the top model in the Roadster right now, which is more than sufficient, but it sounds great. Part of the Jaguar brand is the sound that you get, you know, beyond the styling. It just needs to sound right.
Right.
Too,
So, you know, one of the cars that we had on the show that we drove around a little bit as well was the XKRS.
Oh, right.
And that car as well, that's an English muscle car. You know, that thing, I mean, I hate to equate it to other car brands, but it's basically like a Shelby GT500, but in a suit and tie.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a really, really cool car.
That's a good way to say it. That's a good way to say it. You know, that car is fantastic. It's sort of the big brother to the F-Type Coupe, and you know, they both share a lot of characteristics. You can see the relationship and the styling. It's nice to have both of those cars in the showroom because they really do meet different buyer needs.
Are there any real differences between this car on the R versus on the Roadster?
Yeah, I mean, we've changed a lot of the suspension tuning, bigger brakes. You can actually get carbon ceramic brakes now on the car. Of course, the engine is tuned, 550 instead of 495, more torque, different seats. So there's a lot of performance tuning that goes in to make a true R model. And now that we have the R Coupe, we actually end up with more cars over 500 horsepower than any other brand.
I know, I love that.
It's pretty cool.
Right? Now, when you guys are putting the F-Type together, the plan from day one must have been the Roadster and the Coupe. So is there any real structural difference between the two, or is basically just the base platform was designed with all of that integrity built into it? Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, when you design a platform, a new platform, an intelligent, you know, aluminum platform like this, you know what you're going to build into it. So the torsional rigidity, the structure you need, that makes you have a great convertible, all that applies into the Coupe, and so they form a, you know, you need that in both cars, and so that's been designed in from the start. Well, you can see the lines of the car. This particular one has the full glass roof on it, which really gives you that open space on the inside, that feeling of, you know, glass sky, you know, that feeling you want in a sports car.
It must make it feel like it's bigger inside for sure.
Absolutely.
It's not a really
It's not a big car. It's a compact car. You know, this trend of cars getting bigger and bigger, you know, that's actually not that fun.
Yeah.
You know, cars need to get lighter weight, compact, a lot more fun to drive, and that's what we're doing on this car.
The CX17, now this is just a concept right now, right?
Right now, just a concept. You know, we're really testing the idea of helping people understand what a Jaguar sports crossover could be like. What it really does for us is it introduces the new all-aluminum platform that's under the car. And for us, that's very important at Jaguar because it's going to allow us to kind of do whatever we want from a design standpoint and introduce a lot of new kinds of cars. So the first car we'll introduce off this platform will actually be a new 3 Series A4 style car or class car, but done in a very expressive Jaguar design, that compact sports sedan that I think a lot of people are wanting from a brand like Jaguar. I mean, it has a lot of room inside of it. You know, the thematic of the dashboard, the very English houndstooth upholstery on the car that's etched leather or hand-cut leather. So it's got a lot of interesting features inside of it. So it's really important to us that we don't overpromise. We really are testing the idea, and I think you could see from a space basis how this could be a really interesting concept if we decide to do it.
The F-Type Coupe, when are we going to start seeing that on the streets? When will that be available?
Yeah, that car goes on sale in April, end of April. So the marketing campaign for that car's already started. It'll actually be featured in our very first ever Super Bowl ad that will happen this year, and a big campaign around that. I think it really reflects bringing this great British brand to kind of the most American of stages, and so we'll show a lot of people. I think we'll surprise a lot of people that Jaguar really is this modern British challenger brand, and we're reaching more and more buyers with that.
And then what's going to be the price point?
So the F-Type Coupe starts at $65,000. It's about $4,000 less than the convertible. And then the mid-range car, the 380 horsepower car, is $77,000. And then when you step all the way up to an R, it's $99,000.
$99,000. Yeah. And there would be a couple of fun options, like you said, carbon ceramic brakes.
Carbon ceramics,
like
the all-glass roof. Yeah, there's a lot of great
I'm just trying to figure out how much
leathers.
money I need to go back and ask the boss for.
Exactly. Well, it's actually got a lot of value relative to the performance it
That's
offers.
going to be my pitch. And they're like, listen, Adam, there's a lot of value, in this car. The performance value is high.
Tell him he can afford it too, right?
Yeah. Except he'll want to keep it. And I gotta try to get it for myself. Jeff, thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, pleasure.
And
Thanks
good luck
for coming by.
Good luck at the show.
Thanks so much.